Music moment. Our boy Rob Simonson is at it again. Simonson.
This guy again
after doing the Running Up the Hill orchestral supplements in Dear Billy, doing Eleven's theme last episode, one of which I called all those strings and stuff that he added, the John Williams nostalgia into Eleven's theme. I called that the greatest moment ever, music moment in Stranger Things history. But more people probably are taken away by his rearrangement, his remix of the main theme to end this chapter, to end chapter 9, Piggyback, as 11 and Mike and Will and Joyce and Hopper and Jonathan and Nancy look out on Hawkins cracking open.
I thought that was so awesome.
So let's listen to the theme here. We get every little piece of the actual theme. And the first thing that strikes us is, first of all, that the theme is being used at all. For something besides the opening credits.
Right.
You know, it's one of the sweetest pieces of synth music really ever created, in my opinion. So just having it be in the show is a sit-up moment after binging Stranger Things 4 for 13 hours. This is when Will is noticing, there might be something falling down. The upside down is coming out of the crack. So the strings that Simonson adds here are basically on top and in between the Stranger Things theme. Basically, Stranger Things theme is a backbone. So it adds a sort of like haunting melody. And there's some real sad strings that come in. There's some horn hits, dun 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 dun, and then it kind of builds up and it gets this like, come on, come on, come on, come on. You know that part. Like, so there's so many different things going on as we have the backbone of the regular themes. Here's the come-ons. So it's adding that. There's a lot of like oomph to that because it's a real orchestra, right? It's a very real world dynamic sound. The theme itself stays on C. It's just picking through the chord of C with a bass note of E. We've talked about that before, maybe on my music episode, but the theme itself is doing nothing besides just hanging on that C. And what the actual theme does to kind of keep the illusion of moving forward is the synth tone changes. So it does that. Hear how that kind of changes. That it does that in the real theme. And we're about 2.5 minutes into this as they've slowly kind of walked the hill. They're looking at the flowers dying and everything like that. And it finally changes. This is the one thing that Simonson does that like blows everybody's mind. It changes, modulates from the C chord to another chord, a key change. That's the second chord of this song, basically. It's been on C the whole time. So it did the key change, basically the first change of anything, that little arpeggio that it's doing in the C chord is the first time it does any sort of difference, a modulation. Well earned. Boom.
There it is, the end.
Yeah, so people are pumped about this. This was really cool.
I'm super pumped about it. In fact, we have our awards, and one of the awards is Music Moment, and this was almost mine. I just thought it was so cool. We had the theme song Stranger Things that just brings us back to the essence of Stranger Things, really. The theme that got us all hooked, basically. And then when you talked about going into the string instruments, that's funny because I was really thinking, gosh, this reminds me so much about 11's song in Papa that we were talking about. Yeah. Very reminiscent of that. And to hear that it was the same guy, like I'm not at all surprised.
Yeah. And the strings I talked so much about Papa's theme or 11's theme in Papa about when it finally picked up the main melody, you know, but it does do that. I just didn't have time to bring it up here, but it does get the no 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 no. Like some of the strings are doing that in this. So really, really unexpected and a hell of a way to end season 4.
Amazing. I love it. Just to build us up for the final fight.
So